Hi everyone, welcome back to njmonthly.com. As you can see, we're 2 weeks into October and that means it's too cold to film outside. So we're back in Eric's office. I'm Emily Faherty, Eric Levin, and we're bringing you the editor's picks for the week of October 12th through the 18th. So Eric's gonna kick it off.
We are featuring, as you can see on our cover, fall getaways all this month, and so we have a very good fall getaway for you to begin. That is Wednesday, October 14th. The Cherry Hill Historical Commission and the Cherry Hill Public Library will be hosting the Historic Haunts of Central New Jersey at the Barclay Farmstead Museum in Cherry Hill, which is actually South Jersey, but we won't get too picky about that. Anyway, the guest of honor is author and paranormal investigator Thomas Ward. And he will tell you, with audio and video clips and other things that he has, about all the different haunted spots and ghost sightings and channelings that he's done. So if that is your thing, you want to be there from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Admission is free, and for more info, go to CHPLNJ, which is Cherry Hill Public Library, NJ, chplnj.org. And now, Emily.
All right, so I'm here to tell you about an event that I actually wrote a story about for our fall day trip package, and that's the 10th annual New Jersey Lighthouse Challenge. It's a weekend of lighthouse hopping this Saturday and Sunday. Run by the New Jersey Lighthouse Society, it's a challenge that invites any participants to visit each of the 11 land-based lighthouses we have along our coast. At each stop, and there's also a few bonus sites this year, you receive a special souvenir to document your visit, and if you collect all of them, you receive a special prize at the end. So we encourage everyone to fill up your gas tank and see if you can hit all the sites from Sandy Hook down to Paulsboro. And this year, to celebrate the 10th anniversary, they have special boat rides on Friday night, as well to some of the water-based lighthouses that aren't included on the challenge route. And also on Saturday night, they'll have some night climbs of a few of the lighthouses. So you want to check out their website for more information, or of course read the story in the magazine. The website is njlhs.org. And another event, it's pumpkin season. That means it's time to go find that perfect pumpkin from the patch to make into a jack-o'-lantern, right? Well, there's a couple other things you can do with a pumpkin, apparently. At the Flying Pumpkin Festival this Saturday at Peaceful Valley Orchards in Pittstown, that's a lot of P's, you can also see these pumpkins fly thousands of feet in the air. It's a local group called NJ Hurl, and they're responsible for bringing their torsion catapults to the event, where they'll be seeing how far they can launch these pumpkins in the field. I've seen photos of this, and it's pretty awesome.
Smashing pumpkins.
Yeah, you want to definitely check this one out. You'll be wanting to toss these pumpkins instead of carve them into your jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. It's a festival that benefits America's Grow-A-Row, and it also features children's activities and games. So you want to join in all the fun. It's 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, and admission is free. And now Eric has a couple other events to tell you about.
Let's go up to Newark, where the New Jersey School of Architecture is mounting an exhibition called Theater Town, and it contains artwork from about 40 different artists, all having something to do with Newark's theatrical heritage, which of course is huge. Great theaters and a great history there. The opening reception, which is co-sponsored by the Newark Arts Council, will kick off on Saturday, October 17th from 5 to 10 p.m. There'll be live bands, fun food, good drinks, lots of interesting artwork, and lots of interesting people. Also, on the Jewish Museum of New Jersey, which is also in Newark, 145 Broadway, opening on Sunday 18th, the October 18th, from noon to 5 p.m., is an exhibit called Michael Lenson, Good Times, Hard Times. Now, Lenson was a Works Progress Administration, WPA muralist during the Great Depression, and he lived and worked in Newark for over 50 years. So you will see a really wonderful collection of his work at the Jewish Museum of New Jersey, 145 Broadway, Newark, opening October 18th. That brings us to dining. Now, we sent our reporter, Jill Capuzzo, to the Fancy Food Show in New York back over the summer, and she came back and she told us that the trend of trends this year, there are lots of trends, but one of the most obvious and biggest trends is gluten-free foods. And there are plenty of them, new companies starting up, and she found out that there are actually 11 companies that are based in New Jersey that are part of this new wave. And of course, you know that gluten-free means that there is none of the gluten protein in breads or dessert or stuff that, for people who are sensitive to gluten, causes real digestive disruption. So it's a necessity for people with this condition to avoid gluten, and that's been kind of a punishment for a long time. But the food industry is getting behind this now and creating foods that are good to eat and enjoyable for people who can't have gluten. So just to mention a couple of the 11 companies that we write about in Jill's story in the October issue. There's Caesar's Pasta Specialties of Blackwood, Conti's Pasta of Vineland, Aunt Gussie's of Garfield. They make focaccia. You would think that Gussie would make a focaccia. And brownies she makes too. And then Silver Fern Specialties of Fairlawn, which has something called the pavlova dessert, which comes from New Zealand, where the owner is from. And that is made with meringue. So it has egg whites, but it has no flour, and it looks really good.
Sounds really good.
Okay, so I guess you don't even have to be gluten-free to enjoy some of these gluten-free products. Well, we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.